Hello, this is Nicholas Webb, and I'm gonna do a sketchbook. I just finished my sketchbook, and so I thought I would. Sorry, I was getting things out of the way. I thought I would, talk about it. Kind of have a unipod thing going here, so excuse the shakiness of the camera. So, this I started back in February 2013 and finished in December of 2013. And wow, that's a big jump. So, sorry for the quality again. This sketchbook always has those little things. And start things off, uh, just a little quick sketch. There's a lot of these in my sketchbook just because I get an idea and I don't like what's turning up and I just give up. So, move on. Here is my character, Shadow Wind. Let's see if I can move that a little bit better. He's kind of he started off as a Sailor Moon fan character, but then when I realized to put all the work I put into him and making him pretty original, I'm like, why am I putting it in someone else's universe? So, I'm working on a story that goes along with this guy. This is kind of one of his later costumes. Like, early on he has a fairly basic store-bought look, and this one's not much better, but it's better. Alright, here's a fun little one. This was basically some conversation we had at sketch night, I think. This was basically Renamon and Jagmon with a sombrero with horns on it. It was a Mexican Viking, I guess. I don't know. It was a strange, strange night, and we were just a bunch of artists get together, and you don't need drugs when you don't need drugs when that happens, because the craziness just ensues. So, moving on. A little bit of Zelda fan art. I think this is when I was hearing about the next Zelda game coming out, and I posted probably one of my favorite shields in the game, a picture of Link holding it, which is the fire shield, which, well, I mean, the in-game sprite, this is supposed to look like the in-game sprite mainly. It's pretty cool. I liked that. I love The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Link Between Worlds is awesome too. Not the same, but why should it be? So this was, of course I used the current Magic Master Sword, not the, reimagined. This is for, actually the upcoming Renard City thing, where Hyper Rob gets turned into a bug. And this is my concept sketch of that. Not much else to say. Alright. This was kind of my thought on the thing. And this is another Zelda picture. Kind of a mix between between Zelda, Legend of Zelda designs for Link here. But basically he caught a fairy with a net, and the fairy didn't want to be caught. So she took him skiing. Just some fun with it. I think I got this one on DeviantArt. Renamon by a curved brick wall. Maybe a sewer somewhere, I don't know. It just was a random drawing. And of course, you gotta love Shantae. This one is, I think this is the Risky's Revenge concept, design. Because they kind of changed her up in the Pirate's Curse. I know she has a bandana later on at some point, but yeah, but this is just, this is just some, Shantae stuff. And here's that Shadow Wind guy again. There's a picture in here, I forgot what it was, but don't worry about it. Here's Shadow Wind again. It's kind of funny, excuse me, I sometimes can't talk. That when I was designing this character, years later I came to the conclusion, after I started working for Red Raider Outfitter, I discovered, holy crud, this guy's the Masked Rider. I mean, not really, but in a lot of ways he is. Like the look and design kind of makes him work like the Masked Rider. The only thing is he doesn't use guns or swords, so he's not Zoro either. But he, instead of a cape, he has his jacket. But visually, in a lot of ways, he looks like the Masked Rider. As you can see in his hand, he's charging up some energy. He uses wind, so that's why it's called Shadow Wind. I kind of been going after the Wind Waker's design how the Wind Waker handles wind and stuff as a way to, draw wind. And here he is again doing a charging of his power, or like showing his power. I gave up when I got to the feet, which I tend to do. And Firebird. This was a character I made up when I was younger. It was during the time of Beetleborgs. Now this is a more of my modern look on him. I'm trying to make him more interesting. He's not really set in stone right now. I just kind of added that little sash just because I figured, well, why should he all be metal? And now, time for some Renard City work. The guy pictured in here is a drawing of Will Turner, who is the main guy behind Renard City. No, I did not create Renard City, people who didn't realize that. I don't know why people think that. I wouldn't have done the inflation thing. I mean, I love 8K Girl, but my god, the inflation thing sometimes freaks me out. But again, I understand where he came from and why he came up with it. It's comical. It's supposed to be comical. Then some people got really into the weird stuff, and it just happens to show that. So, yeah. I forgot what this was going to be. Just some guy. My friend Robert. This is a little weak for a caricature, but I'm learning. So he's kind of he's a Notre Dame fan, so I have a little Irish cap on his head. And here's Shadow Wind, kind of like present, kind of like the, his current appearance or whatever it's going to be to what he's going to become. And it's basically a kind of a man-boy, fat guy turning into a hardened superhero. Basically me. He was self-insertion big time, but I'm kind of going to take away all his identity, so he holds on to it for a while, and then eventually he just kind of drops it all together. So he forgets who he is. My fan starship design, which obviously this is like very loose drawing. The Avenger, didn't finish it. Random line drawings. These things get fun because, well, they're random. So someone gave me a weird line, and it turned into a Jagmon on top of a windowsill, looking at a pie cooling with his tongue sticking out like he's going to eat it. These are some random sketches I did at Starbucks. This is some girl I saw there, and this is one of the guys who was working. Here's another concept of Shadow Wind. I have him wearing a shirt that says Ray City, and it's kind of based on the underground design for England. And I just thought that would be kind of cool. And he's kind of a homeless guy look here with superhero-ish qualities. Do I need to explain? It's basically that guy who just meets a beautiful girl and is friends with her, and then she goes and talks about how she likes guys with big muscles, or how about guys with big muscles. And the heartbreak ensues. I say, do I need to explain? Then I explain it. Some random female I just kind of drew up. I don't even think there wasn't anyone there. Just some kind of pose. I was starting to play Project Cross Zone, and one of my favorite things to do was to include the me and the other dude with Tronbon, because I just loved using the serve bots. The serve bots are awesome. I totally forgot what this was going to be. It was another random line drawing. Kind of turned into Shantae fan art, but I never scanned it because it really wasn't worth anything. There wasn't anything happening in it. So, and then here's some of my concept drawings for the Renard City cover. And I was going back on concepts of what I wanted to do, and this is what I finally decided on, was she's like, oh crud, what's going on here? And I had like all kinds of fun things in there. Concept for Unicorn Knight, kind of a semi-joke character, more or less. Just let's get a character that's called one of the most non-masculine mythical things and call him a knight. A little more Shantae fan art. Obviously, I think people have realized I like Shantae. The game's awesome. I mean, you're half genie that whips bad guys with her hair. What's not like? And yes, he belly dances, but seems more cute than, yeah, I think it's cute. I don't remember what this was supposed to be, just some girl on a post. The Slacker. And if you look closely, you'll see that he actually has, that's right, a firecracker in his mouth. This guy doesn't smoke. Instead, he takes firecrackers and sticks them in his mouth. So, I don't remember what was going on in my life at this time, so, except, more stuff I'm working on. Like, here's a warm-up sketch as I was getting concepts for Renard City Page, which I don't even know if I finished it. If this is something I've used or not, I'm probably good on looking at this. Whoop! Uh-oh. I couldn't think of what to wear, so I decided to blatantly cover her up with blades of glass. I mean, grass, not glass. Blah, blah, blah. And, I was just having some fun, and I got no defense for this one, sorry. It bled through. Part of the story behind this one is that I had a marker that I overfilled when I was refilling it, and so I had to use it up. So that's why there's so much blue, and this is why there's these little pieces there. Some kind of concepts for Renard City inflation gag in the issue I'm doing. There's a Kickstarter going for it. I think it's about done, but it will be funded, but it'd be helpful if people could give more to it. There's just a lot of things happening. There's a girl who just has her toe inflated. That was kind of funny. And then, sometimes you'll see random drawings like this one of a hand. Let's see if I can clear up my view here. There we go. So, just another Jagmon picture. I don't know why I started talking like a Southern Belle, but it was kind of fun. So, yeah. Just a Jagmon picture. Mighty number 9, Beck. It's actually kind of crappy. But, I felt inclined I had to do it, I'm backing this project, so I will be getting my copy. I will have a golden Beck. That sounds weird. And then here's one of the pictures that keeps getting faved multiple times. Aereo and Shantae clothing switch. Aereo's feeling all kind of self-conscious about wearing Shantae's kind of skimpy outfit. And then Shantae's kind of like, what the heck is going on with all these things? Like, why are my pants open? Stuff like that. And that's the question I have sometimes. Why is Aereo's pants open? I mean, what the hell? Oh, and up there is a drawing, kind of just a quick sketch just to get it out of my mind of someone I knew, someone's fan character I knew back in the day. Wolf Shadow, if you know who she is, and you know who she is. And here's Shantae switching outfits with AK Girl. This one was kind of fun. I liked how it turned out. One of the final version looks so much better, but this is just a sketch. And here Shantae and AK Girl just talking it up, and they're like, "Hey, it's kind of cool." And then AK Girl mentions, I don't know if this will, AK mentions about her little reaction to caramel. And Shantae suddenly wants to change back. I can't think of why, And this is just was a fun picture. This was solely based on the pike balls, and Shantae's Risky's Revenge are so much better of a weapon than the Skull Barrier in Mega Man 4. I mean, the Skull Barrier in Mega Man 4 was useful in-game, but it wasn't useful against any bosses. It's useful against small things if they start homing in on you, but other than that, it's crap. And Bravo Man and Jagmon. Just because I felt like drawing Bravo Man and Jagmon. Bravo Man's pretty awesome. I've been catching the animation they've been doing and the comic, and it is a great, great thing. If you haven't checked it out, Shifty Look, it does a great job on this stuff. I mean, my least favorite thing they're putting out is Mappy, and that's still damn good. So yeah, I like it, and yes, he's holding a Digivice. I believe this is on DeviantArt as well. Mermaid Girl. Not much else to it. I was trying to draw some some enchantment creatures from Magic, and I just gave up. And this is one of the first Skylanders I drew, Sonic Boom. Found out it was a she later on, so it's a she. Sonic Boom spits up eggs. That should have been my clue, but you know, whatever. And here is my Jagmon with the tamer I named Vicky. Who Vicky is basically very orange and blue like Jagmon. But she usually tends to go more blue. Like her backpack's blue. I mean, it looks kind of goofy, but, you know, I think it works for her. And, you know, it's just kind of fun to draw her every once in a while. So, you know, let's see, when was this? This was, just a few months back. And the thing is that this sketchbook, I think it's, you know, one of the reasons it took me so long to finish this one was simply because of all the crap I went through. I lost my home to predatory mortgage servicing done by Everbank. It's been admitted, it's all these kind of things, but and we could prove it, but no one cared. Like, no one was like, oh, well, I'm an uninterested party, is what one guy kept saying, and it's like, you're doing it, you're committing the crime with them. You may be a sheriff, but you're still doing it. So that's kind of how I've been feeling about all this, and going through this has really messed up my work. This drawing might just very much get me in trouble, but it's just so funny and cute. There's a person I know from Sketch Club who we had kind of a joke going. Someone made a joke, a picture of her, same version of her will be on the next page, said that she had a alien under her hat, and that's why she always wore a hat. So this was kind of the idea of like a Streets of Rage style game where this person was one of the characters, and I have little things like different ways that she would fight with the alien helping her out. I think it looks cute. If y'all know this person, you know who it is. If you are this person, yeah, I'm not using your name, so don't throw a punch at me and actually not stop this time. And here's that other person who, you know, she's the one who, she's the one who came up with that concept, so it was funny. She's one of the most talented, and yet, well, the other girl's talented too. This one, I just noticed her more because, let's go too much into that. But, you know, she's extremely talented, and, I miss seeing her around because she's a blast. She's the reason I got back into Zelda. And, yeah, awesome. Alright, this is another person from I know through Sketch Club or Sketch Nights, now I guess we're calling ourselves, or whatever it is. And she has this little stick that is her whip-ass stick. It's, we were just having fun one night, and she decided to bring it to show us, and she painted it up real nice and like all spots and stuff, and it's like her beat-down stick. She still comes to Sketch Nights with us and stuff, and she's a blast. She just came back from a long trip, and we all missed her very much. One thing, she's the only female left there right now, and oh my god, take away female influences out of a group like that, whew, is not a pretty thing a lot of times. Alright, here was, after watching Will Terrell's little video about, you know, trying to draw, you know, from reference to make, trying to make your own thing on how to draw like an animal or something. This is drawing a fox. Because I'm always working in Renard City, and I will be for a while, honestly. And hopefully I don't mean just the issue I'm working on, because God, I gotta get that done. I mean, there's a Kickstarter. I actually have money coming to me from that. I better get it finished. And here's kind of me working with it, and my screen just went dark because I haven't done anything per se except record. This is just me going without reference, just from what I remember. This was, this is all part of that same exercise. Drag them on again, just random drawing. Mickey Mouse, hand with eye in it. I guess the energy axe from Transformers. I don't know. It was just random drawings. Nothing was sticking. Kyubimon. Kyubimon. This is on DeviantArt. A lot of people have been liking it. So, that's my Kyubimon drawing. That's original. More reference drawings. More roughs and stuff of the pages in Renard City. Flashwing. And everything in this book, is straight up, and if you hadn't figured it out, hand done. No digital assistance, really. I'm not even sure I would do that, but, no digital assistance. So that's pretty cool. And, Flashwing from Skylanders. And here's Ninjini, Scarlet Ninjini from Skylanders with Shantae. It was a fun idea. I picked this figure up because it reminded me of Shantae so much. I'm like, gotcha! So, I have Ninjini. And here's the guy, Will. I don't know. This was just me. This is kind of me doing a caricature of Will and how I kind of see, I guess my looking at him, and you can even see his wedding ring and stuff, and he's going background. And because he's always like, come on, draw a background, and it's like, and you see down there, no. So, but, Will really does kind of push you. And an unfinished Christmas drawing. You can see the packages. I just ran out of steam on this one. It's like, I'm done. Which has been happening a lot, because, after what happened to me after losing my home and all that, I don't have the same zeal for life. But I've been, working at pushing it. So here's Gargomon from Digimon. And I was just going crazy with the Gatling guns. I enjoy drawing it. And AK Girl under a tree. Trying to do a pin-up, and honestly, I fail. I just don't got it. And then this is a drawing that I kind of gave up. The idea was that Jason David Frank got thrown into the Renard City universe, and in turn he became a white tiger with a bunch of green dragon tattoos. So AK Girl did copy her steel ability and made him, and copied it and got all tattooed up too, without all the hours and hours of pain. Anyway, so this was the sketchbook I actually made. I mean, I went through this. Is it? It's done. This is the last page. See? So there were some images in there that I didn't scan for various reasons. The thing is rough up big time because I carry it around with me everywhere. I'm going after more sturdy sketchbooks, I think, now. Anyway, this has been an interesting year, and I'm hoping things turn out better than they were. I hope this next year brings much wealth and happiness to us. Or at least less BS. I'll take less BS. I really would. And, that's about all I got. I mean, I just wanted to, I saw Will did these videos, and I thought, why not? I mean, gives people a look at what kind of random BS us artists draw. So, I'm hoping I'm going to start cranking out some drawings, but there's no guarantee. Anyway, this is Nicholas Webb, and if y'all want to help me out on stuff, I mean, I'm always taking commissions. I will. I mean, nothing that will, I have to go and see my priest about. Nothing I have to go to confession about. But, just let me, I can work hard and honestly, my day job, don't worry about giving me criticisms. My day job, I get them all the time. It's not negative. It's just that I get it all the time. So I tend to be able to handle it. Just, if you don't like something, try to be as clear as possible why. Even if it doesn't if you feel like you're not explaining it well, I might be able to pick up on it. But I'm always taking not requests. I'm always taking, you know, the thing that where you pay me for art. I just said it a second ago. It's the last derp of the year. I hope. I've like 6.5 hours left. I don't know if I can go the rest of the year without it, but let's find out. So, peace, love, and peanut butter, everyone. Hopefully this year we will see a lot more stuff happening, and I hope we will get some really cool things happening. So, peace, love, and peanut butter, and Happy New Year.